Hello? Whatever, I'm going. I started the run, right? So this is a Alcahest for the Super Famicom, released in 1993. The music is by Jun Ishikawa, the same composer for Kirby, so please enjoy the music. We have these speed and launch tiles, which is a big mechanic of this game. You will see them all over the place. We're gonna get an item called a Holy Cup, which if you die it revives you. And we're going to use this very soon for a skip coming up. Here we get a glimpse of Garstein, who is our first partner. This game has a partner system, and you can use a resource called SP to use their special ability, but we will see more of him later. There's also MP, but whoops. But this is a resource that we can use later when we have a Guardian. There is the Guardian system. I will talk more about that, but right now I picked up an item called an Aura Blade, which gives our sword a projectile so we can do more damage. And just like that, we destroy these reptiles. As a reward, we get an air mask, so we can enter a cave that we ran past. And when we entered that cave, we see Garstein again, and he can become our partner. I took some damage though, so I'm gonna go and grab this chest up here first. Okay, and here we go into the cave. I'm gonna try to be a little bit careful here, because if I'm performing that skip, I absolutely need to save the Holy Cup. Whoa. See these launch tiles. It's a really fun mechanic. Both the speed and launch tiles deal damage. And sometimes you can use it on boss fights. Even the one we were just at. Even though it's only reliable for Taz to do it, because of the randomness. So here, you're supposed to have what's called an ice boot to pass this. But we can just use Holy Cup to get revived on the spot. And we get very long iframes to just run past. And before we get into the boss room, we get to pick out another Holy Cup. Here's the first boss. A test of strength, if you will. After you defeat this boss, we will get the first Guardian, the Flame Guardian. But we're gonna pass to the other side to pick up yet another Aura Blade. And that is the first boss. That is it's a little bit celebrating a bit early there. So here, as our reward, is the Flame Guardian. We can switch so we become red, and when we do, we can charge our sword to get a specific sword attack, and then we can summon the Guardian, and it will come out just like this. Shoot what looks like Hadoukens at enemies. It's actually the strongest summon spell in the game, but that's what we'll use our mana for. We also have these diamonds for SP, but I didn't use it because Garstein has a really slow and bad one. But Garstein leaves us for now, and we start the next stage with no partner. Here's some lore. We have this town that gets bombed or something. And here are two antagonists. We have Gordon coming here, part of the Empire, who wants to take over this kingdom. And here we have another antagonist called Babylon. We will see more of those. And now we're gonna enter the palace. So in this room, all the doors are locked, and we need to enter the sewers to find the key. And to enter the sewers, we get a key from this fallen knight right here. So here's the sewers. In the sewers, I'm gonna be running around a lot. And if you run into a wall, it actually kills your dash. But if you run diagonally, that doesn't happen. So around tight corners, you can use that to your advantage. I think I need to hit that thing two times. Here, these flowers, if you wait a little bit, you can pass them. Oh, I got lucky there. Okay, I'm taking a lot of damage here, but luckily there is some backup health right there. Ride this water away. So we have the Flame Guardian now, which is why we're red. I haven't used any of it yet, but we can, whenever we can switch back and forth. And when we have more Guardians, we can switch between those as well. Very interesting mechanic of this game. Now we have the key for the room above. So we're gonna go up there. I'm also gonna do something where I charge my sword a tiny bit. So if these enemies are in my way, I can kinda destroy them without taking damage if I face them from the right angle. There I didn't, so I took damage anyway, but we got an item which allows us to teleport on these stones right here. Whoa, auto poke. That was interesting. So in this room, up here is more permanent health and mana. Okay. I think that cancelled that thing, that was pretty good. Here is Princess Elixir, and the Empire wants to kidnap her, wear her to protect her. She's actually going to be our next partner, and she has a very good SP ability, she can heal. And if her health gets low, she will auto-heal, so that's very good, especially casually, I guess. Or maybe if things go bad. Here we're gonna fight Gordon. Gordon, the evil knight. So I'm gonna use the Flame Guardian a lot here. Here's the summon, and now I'm gonna charge my sword. Just hope for the best. A very random fight. Hello? That was pretty good. Alright. Here we get a Sage Stone, which is an item that if I lose all my MP or all my SP, we're gonna get a refill of both of those. It's very, very nice. So the Magician Babylon just revived these knights, and we're gonna use the Flame Guardian to destroy this boss, this mini boss right here. So I did use my Sage Stone right there. I got a refill of... right now I have a lot of SP. But the MP is what's important here. For this boss fight, I'm just gonna use the Flame Guardian so he can appear and Hadouken this boss. And one more. We're gonna need a tiny bit of extra damage like so. So now this head is gonna attack her, so we... The positioning there is really hard. The head is going to bite Elixir. But that distance is alright. As a reward for destroying the Dark Dragon, we got the Aqua summon. The Aqua Guardian, I mean. And if you summon it, you get these projectiles. Like it was displayed right there. But the charge attack is actually the strongest charge attack in the game. There's also what seems to be an intended feature where if you dash when you unleash it, you do even more damage. So Elixir gets bitten by the Dark Dragon head and gets turned into a stone. So we get to carry on without her for now. So here we have oh, I can skip that. Here we have stage 3. This is a very automatic screen. And that's that screen. Here's the Mountain Bandit Gavaris. We're gonna switch between 2 different guardians to deal with this boss. Come over here, please. So I used the charge attack for Aqua and then switch to Flame for the summon. And this should be enough. The jumps are completely random, and too bad we had 3 jumps there. But the fight was safe. So we just got a hammer, which allows us to destroy cracked walls, which is an item that's gonna come back again and again. But yeah, these ogres are very scary and do a lot of damage. And these are always in the way, so I'm gonna use a Hadouken right there. Damage boost through that one. Here's more permanent health. Let's see if we can sprint past these knights right here. And here I always summon a Hadouken. And it's gonna last here. Deal almost... Oh, okay. More permanent mana there. Coming up is the duo Sara and Gaza of the Empire. And you only need to deal with Gaza, which is the blue guy here. And we're gonna stand over here and cast Hadouken once, twice, and that's that fight. So now we get to enter this fortress here. Well, the main gate is actually still coming up, but we need a key first. More keys, which is right here. You get another key, and then that takes care of that ogre right there. Here's the main entrance. See if you can get past these spinning blades. Okay. This room is very annoying with these. It's very hard to keep sprinting in here, but we'll see how we can do it. Whoa. And then these are scary, so I'm gonna destroy them with Flame Guardian, or Hadouken if you will. What does the heart even do? I don't know. Okay, so here is Sirius the Knight, who is actually supposed to be Elixir's, the princess protector. So we explain to him that we are against the Empire, and so he joins us as our third partner. He has an SP ability that's not very used, but we're gonna use it anyway, just to get rid of our SP. So we just passed Garstein, who is chained up, and we're gonna find an item here to free him, right there. I forgot something. Yoink. So here we're gonna free Garstein. Yeah, I forgot some mana, by the way. And he's gonna give us an item so we can see a hidden path to escape the prison area. But when you hit enemies and bosses in this game, they have a few frames of iframes. What can happen is 2 attacks can overlap at the same time, and the weak attack is the one that registers and not the strong one. And so if we empty our SP, our partner can't use their ability, and their attack gets reset all over and over and over. And that makes it so we can make sure that only our strong attacks hit the bosses. So we're gonna try use that on this boss. So I'm gonna use more SP right here. Full refill there of health. There goes the last SP. Okay. Here's Babylon and the Emperor, but they're gonna be chickens and flee. And here we have Sarah back for revenge because we took care of Gaza earlier. So now I'm using Aqua Summon for the first time. It's very good in some boss fights because when you stand still in this, you can block attacks. And it's very hard to know when she attacks, so I can just stand here and like that. And now she has a second form. Her feelings of revenge makes her even stronger. And we're gonna try to do high damage with this attack. Because as I mentioned earlier, if you dash as you unleash this attack, it does even more damage. And I'm gonna spam on the SP thing. Sounds a little bit funny. This is supposed to be a tanky boss, and that was half life bar destroyed already. Very good fight. So after Sarah, Babylon comes back, uses his mind control techniques to actually mind control Sirius right here. So he changes sides, and Sirius is gonna leave us for now. And that is stage 3 done. Some more skippable cutscenes. Time for Dono, I guess. This screen, you just sit here and auto-poke things. Boom, bada boom. There are some things, some places earlier in the run where I think I'm gonna let it over to the host as well. This time I did actually explain SP cancel, but yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna land on this sky fortress over here to take care of the Emperor, and here we have Garstein who is back, and he's gonna join us for the second time. He still has the same SP ability, which is not very useful, so we're not gonna use that. But his homing attacks works very well here, as you can see. Soon we're gonna fight Sirius, the knight that was our friend in the previous stage. Right here. It's a very random fight, and I need to block his attacks, so I'm gonna use Aqua Summon here for those blue projectiles, so it can reliably hit the boss with me having to move or attack. Because if I attack, I cannot block, so... And that is Sirius. Garstein is gonna use his magic here to free Sirius from his mind control, and he also sent him to his hometown so he can recover. In here we're gonna receive an ID card which lets us operate the elevators, which is outside of here. And with the elevators we can get yet another key to progress. Now we get to do this fun thing with Garstein's attack again. Whoa. Okay, that was pretty good, I guess. And up here is the key. This is going a lot better than last time. I haven't taken any damage here. Alright. Now we're gonna keep moving straight. My health is alright. There's a big damage boost coming up here. There are these really bulky blocks that take too long to destroy, so we're gonna do that. And we get a little bit of health after it, which is nice. Now we have this room, and here I'm gonna hold a mini charge, so I can hopefully auto-poke these enemies if they get close. There I picked up an aura blade, the projectile when we attack, but I don't really need it here. It's pretty much, it's kind of hard to avoid that chest. Okay. In here we have Magdon the Cyborg. We're told that he's against the Empire, and we need to find an item to basically restore him, because he can't move right now. So first we're gonna fight Karush of the Empire. He actually has a potion that will restore Elixir from her. She was turned to stone, so with the Dispel potion that this guy has, we can help her. And that was Karush. We basically Keep your distance and use Flame Guardian mostly. And when he throws those knives, you can block them, so that's a very good thing. Here we got full heal, another full refill because I took damage. And there we got a Sage Stone, which once again, if you lose all your mana or SP, you get a refill of both. Now we're gonna fight the Emperor. I'm gonna try for more ballsy and fast drafts. We'll see how it goes. Using Flame Guardian Summon, the Hadouken, and Flame Charge. We don't want the Hadoukens to hit these heads, so that's why we use this attack mostly, so they can move out of the way. Wow, that was amazing. I was quite lucky with the boss pattern though. It can decide to like fly around and stuff. So that was good that that didn't happen. Now we're rewarded with the Wind Guardian. When you summon the Wind Guardian, it follows enemies around and punches them. It looks pretty good. But it takes 2 mana to use. So it's a bit costly, and now we can turn into blue and yellow. And just beside that we have the photon power we need to revive Magna, the cyborg. Now we're told that this place is gonna self-destruct, but maybe Magna can help us. So Magna is given the photon power. He makes a hole in the wall and we fly out on his shoulders, I guess. And it's not explained, but Garstein is actually not with us right now. I guess he went somewhere else. We're very close to the edge of the world here. But on this stage is a huge skip coming up soon. First I'm gonna get some more permanent mana. So there are these conveyor belts that lock you out, and I'm gonna break free of them by from the left side, enter here, and now I'm gonna use Flame. I think this timing is I don't know, I might want to practice this actually. There we go, I broke free of the conveyors and I got an item you're supposed to get at the very end. We skipped 2 otherwise mandatory items, a lot of running around, and even a boss fight, so that's really cool. Now we just need to run to the boss and finish stage 5. Almost forgot which stage we're on. Okay. And I want to grab the elixir up here for a free refill. And you also get some SP, and now I can just run through these spike walls, which looks a bit funny. So here's Babylon, we finally get to fight him. I'm gonna use my cyborg helper's ability, he can stop time. So I'm gonna use that to my advantage. Summon the Wind Guardian. I'm trying. Stop time. Okay, I need more Wind Guardian. It's the only thing that's effective here pretty much. Okay, now we're gonna use Aqua Charge dashing, and you can see how strong it is. Oh, using Holy Cup, because we took too much damage. When this boss turns into a skull, it's immune to damage for a brief moment. That was Babylon. It was a pretty good fight. That chest has a bigger hitbox than I think it is. So here we're rewarded with the Earth Guardian, which is the final 4th Guardian. And when we summon this one, we get a shield, which we're gonna use in the next stage. It's really nice. So yeah, our Magna, our cyborg friend, his time swap ability takes 3 SP, but it is also the strongest partner ability in the game, so that's really cool. And right now I have 4 SP. If I were to use it once, I only have 1. But if it's your last SP, you can actually use it anyway. So in this situation, I would be able to use time stop twice. And here we have Gordon. Back for revenge. Start of stage 6. Right off the bat, we have Gordon here. And we're told that feelings of anger and frustration actually makes you stronger here. Because we're so close. We're at the edge of the world here. We're just close to the demon world. So Gordon stabs our friend here and he's fine. Don't worry, he's just out of commission for now. But right now we don't have a partner yet again. So now we're gonna use the Earth Summon spell here. What is both convenient and annoying at the same time is when you use this, you actually auto-dash. So it's kind of nice, but at the same time, if you run into a wall, you always bonk. So you kind of have like worse control when you use this. And I'm gonna keep using it a lot. As much as my mana allows. Once again, we get a hammer to destroy cracked walls. I'm gonna get some more mana right here. And here's more permanent mana. It's that... okay. Never mind. There's a statue that is blocking our path, but we need an item over here so we can get past that statue. Here it is. I figured I might not like explain what the name of every item is because, you know, it's just unnecessary words. Here's a holy cup, so we can feel safe again. If we die, we get revived on the spot. Wow! Nice. And we're gonna get a full refill of mana pretty soon. Luckily. Here's the statue I was talking about. Poke, and done. It's the right chest? Yes. So here we got an elixir which gives us a full refill. And here we have the dragon god Nevis. We need her help, but here's a little test of strength, I guess. And to defeat him, you can only use a shield summon and basically do this. It's kind of a funny fight. And bonk. Bonk. Ah, I failed this thing. Oh, I need to be faster with this. Dang. So, Sin, I found that I found a way to consistently 100% skip the dialogue in the jingle here, but I can explain that later. So here we have some health. Now we're getting an item to pass yet another door into a labyrinth place to find the item that allows us to enter the demon world, which is the final item of this stage before the boss. That is in here. And we will be abusing shields a lot in this. It allows us to pass through these pillar objects as well, which is very handy. And here's some extra mana. And now we're gonna grab another Sage Stone, so we can get that mana and SP refill. There it is. Also, I might as well explain, you see the exp numbers at the top? It also says next. Those are just score, the game doesn't have leveling. But yeah, I got the full refill there. The chest pretty much never spawns, so you have to run past it and then come back for it to be there. Here is the item for the demon world. Thinking that the shield lasts longer than it does. Backup healing? Yeah, I don't know. Kind of low health. Anyway, now we're gonna fight Gordon. The first phase is alright, but the second phase is very random. Now we're gonna activate a shield and use our Earth Guardian charge attack to deal with first Gordon phase like this. And now he gets intoxicated with the feelings of revenge and becomes stronger and turns into Super Gordon. So this fight he can turn into orbs and you just have to sit and wait. Orb. So if we're lucky we can get a one cycle here where it doesn't do that. But we really need to get lucky then. And wow, okay, we didn't get that. I'm gonna place myself here, and here's a unique way to exit this stage. Saves half a second, but it looks pretty funny. This trick can soft lock, but I'm actually sliding onto the edge of the platform to make sure it doesn't happen. Now we're entering the demon world. And here we're told that Elixial has recovered from her stone form, Sirius has recovered from the mind control, Magnus is repaired, and we have a bell to switch partners on the fly. Which is cool, but it also means you have a lot more to keep track of. But we're gonna use Elixial for now. And this stage is all about refights. First we're gonna refight minor bosses. And here we're gonna keep our distance, hope for the best. Not really being a good boy right now. More Hadouken. Whoa. So her shots gives us a little bit more damage in this fight. And for these refights we're rewarded with different various medals that we need in order to progress. This stage also has an armor upgrade at the end, the third and final armor upgrade, but the incentive has been met to skip it, so here is Gavaris again, and we're gonna use the same strat. This time Elixial's damage won't actually help us. Just gonna jump and jump. Okay. At least a lot of jumps means safe fights, but both fights were 3 jumps, so that's interesting. Okay, and lastly we have Sarah and Gaza, which I don't know if you remember because the fight was so fast. But yeah, it works pretty similar this time, but we can use something to make Gaza come closer to us fast. Like that. I used the Sage Stone right there. Okay, luckily there's a Sage Stone on the stage that we can go pick up. I need it. I definitely need that Sage Stone for later. I can't use too much mana there. Okay, over here. And there it is. I would be gaining time for skipping the armor anyway, so, you know, it's kind of fine. And enemies hurt. Sob. So as we're skipping the armor, things become very scary right now. Here we're gonna need time stop, because the mirror that we're gonna fight will disappear a lot, so... Okay. Ditch out to that one. Okay. It can appear right in front of your face, you never know. Okay, good fight. And now we have a Sage Stone for the Babylon refight. Now we're getting even deeper into the demon world, and Babylon is back in the world of the dead. And once again, it's refights, but now it's major boss refights. And first up is the Dark Dragon. For some reason, his Dark Dragon's blocking ability doesn't really work this time around. So we can use this a lot. Makes for a very fast fight. Oh, hoping for the best there usually. Here's a refight with Gordon. And we're gonna hope that we can kill him with this speed tile here, but sadly not a one cycle. Okay, Gordon decides to not come over there. Whew. That was close to becoming a 2-cycle right there. Yo, Sky Pilot, yeah, exactly. So here's a refight with Babylon. No, it's the Emperor first. Why do I always forget the Emperor? We're gonna use Aqua Charge for some reliable damage. And Sirius helps us here with this, wow, the damage. With this flail here. I just need to watch out for the laser attack. One more summon blades. Okay. I'm not allowed to use any more mana because if I do, I will trigger the Sage Stone. Yeah, this should be alright. I don't think I have to take a death for refill or anything. If I can survive. Ah! That was the Holy Cup though. Actually, I tend to forget that I have that. That was a permanent mana, the last one. Here's a refight with Babylon. We're gonna stop time again. Use Sage Stone. Okay. And stop time. I might want to do it again. Yes. Okay. Dash Aqua. Whoa. Okay. Ah. I used my Holy Cup, so yeah. Anyway, here's the final boss. You can just run to the side, why? For some reason I forgot about that now, I run into those, but yeah, you run up and then like that. And you never get hit by them. So here's Alcahest. Phase 1 we're gonna stop time and hopefully be able to kill it fast, because otherwise we have to sit and wait a lot. Don't worry, got a brain fart about what I need to do. Oh, this is a disaster. This is not good. The Sage Stone didn't activate directly because when you do that, it gives you Aura Blade, which is essential for the damage on this fight. Why am I charging? Okay. Oh, I'm getting so lucky that he's doing really? Okay. Here we're getting some pity drops. Aqua Charge and Hadouken here for final boss. Hopefully we can destroy the final boss before things get bad. How am I gonna commentate during this fight? I can't do that. Die. They were open. Thanks guys, thanks Sin. Appreciate it. Oh. The commentary part, I think it's coming along kind of, but it's difficult for sure, and I don't know, I might just give up on the final boss. I switched to the healer as well, and I kind of want to let people know that I'm doing that, but so much stuff happening. I somehow managed to do it. I think I got a little bit lucky, but the final boss, it has moves where it like leaves the screen and you just have to sit and wait. And if you destroy, like if you deal damage fast enough, you mitigate the odds of that happening by a ton. So that's why I don't know. I just always go 100% focus mode on the final boss. So I guess I'm uploading this, right? It's a new world record after all, so I might explain for context. This is me practicing the run and commentary at the same time for RPG Limit Break 2023, which is my run is tomorrow. Yeah, because I figured this would be very confusing otherwise. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not actually. I just felt like I'm commentating the run, I don't know. I don't know who like does runs back to back and like commentates every single one, but yeah. Yeah, thanks a lot. So yeah, the Guardians retreat back to where they came from. They're supposed to come back in 5,000 years when Alcahest comes back. I think the story is something like that. Yeah. Something that I totally completely forget to mention every time is that I'm playing the game on normal mode, and that there's easy mode, which the difference is you always have a holy cup after dying and for the beginning of the game, which means the difference is not huge. If everything goes well, the only difference is the very first one you grab, because if you don't die, then like in this difficulty, if I die I have to grab a new one, which I don't have to on easy. And then there's hard mode and pro mode, and the difference there is that the chest healing items are not as good. They get nerfed, especially in pro mode. Like those chests that give a full refill are not there at all. So yeah, I just choose to run on normal because it's faster. Yes, that was Alcahest. The kingdom of Panakia. In good shape. The empire is destroyed. And here's some flashback, I guess. Hey, what's up, Sicarius? How's it going? I'm not gonna run any Alundra because before I'm finished with this. But I want to do it soon. I've had thoughts about going back to all my speed games. That's an undertaking for sure. This fight, I'm getting so frustrated with that fight. It's like you have the opportunity to kill the boss in 3 attacks, but it's always random. It's always so random when the boss decides to just spit something out that either kills you or cancels your attack. And then when it turns into a skull and follows you around, it becomes evil as it's transforming both back to it and back to normal. So it's like, do I wait? Do I unleash the attack and then just go through because he's transforming? Yeah, it's definitely a frustrating fight. Some new rules. Yeah, Gordon 2, probably worse, actually. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Maybe you're right, it is broken. Oh, okay, we're good. So I wanted to have something in the background, like the RPG Limit logo or some RPG Limit Break logo. But I think it's giving off too much light. Like, this is mostly just blue, but you can't even see the logo. It doesn't work. Oh, there's a marathon right there. You can like barely see it on the cam. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will do probably just practice tomorrow, but if I got a new world record as I was commentating the thing at the same time, I have to be confident about this. But you know, even if I'm sure I'll be fine, even if every boss fight is like super unlucky or whatever. Yeah. So I'm gonna peace out. Actually, I was thinking, what do I host? It's an easy choice. See you later. Thanks for watching.